Hey, it's Rocco Media. You're listening to Farmers Inside the Ropes on ESPN Radio 1700.
We are back on Farmers Inside the Ropes. I'm Todd Leonard along with Peter Ripa, and we have PGA Tour player Pat Perez joining us. We appreciate it, Pat. Pat, the FedEx Cup playoffs, do they work for you? Do you think it's been a good thing? Does it work for the average player out on tour?
Well, it doesn't really matter what the players think because it's happening and they're going to do it anyway. So,
yeah.
I think it's great. I think it's a great thing for the tour. I think it's great for the fans. Basically the fans know that they're going to get to see their top, person they want to see in the playoffs because everybody's going to play it. You wouldn't take that off if you had to. So it's great for sponsors. It's great for TV. It's great for really everybody. And I like it. And I haven't really done that well on them, but I like the idea of it.
Right.
Well, finishing between 30 and 70 each year, I think there are a lot of guys. It's all relative. I think a lot of guys that take that.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I like it. I mean, yeah. I think it's fun, but
well, and it brings closure to the
season.
season.
I'd like to get some of that big iron that they're giving out. That's for sure.
Yeah, right after the Tour Championship. Hey Pat, this past week on Monday, had the opportunity to go to and participate and support the Operation Game On annual event, and with that, I mean that was your dad. And it's pretty cool too. He's also the starter chairman for our Farmers Insurance Open. But this is something that's in your family as well. If you could share with us a little bit about Operation Game On.
Well, it's something my dad started a while ago, and I've been fortunate enough to be part of it. My dad was in Vietnam, and a few years ago he started seeing what was going on with wounded warriors and really not being treated well, and he basically just wanted to change that. And it started off pretty small, and he basically made it something that's really recognized now throughout the country, and he's got a lot of generals and admirals and other warriors and just everybody's come together with this thing in San Diego, and it's been awesome.
Yeah, and over the few years, I mean, they're raising $50,000, each event, and to give these wounded warriors when they come back some recreation, something to build on as they get back into life here in the States. And I gotta give you props that as I'm sitting there in the reception afterwards, that they have the auction for the charity, and Pat Perez is there bidding up this one item for Coyote Barn and Grill for 8 folks. And I'm thinking, damn, that's going to go out and have a good time with the boys. And all of a sudden, he waves his dad over, and he donates it to the table in the front of the room with the 4 wounded warriors and their wives. And, I mean, that's, working with you guys on the PGA Tour and obviously spending some time with you, Pat. I mean, folks don't know that about our guys, that within their community, they are passionate about the charities that they do support.
Yeah, there's a lot of, people, a lot of guys out there on tour, they do a lot of things that a lot of people don't know about. There's a lot of guys, that don't really want to have their name in the paper about it. They just want to do it because it makes them feel good and stuff like that. I'm kind of one of them. I would have never brought that up. It's just little things. I mean, it costs a little bit of money, but I know that those 10 people are going to have a great time, and they deserve it. I mean, it's the least, the things that I do for the military like that is the least that I can do for anybody. I mean, I'm fortunate enough I get to play golf for a living, and without their help and their support, I wouldn't be able to do any of that stuff. So, people in this country really just can't do enough for people to come back that are, lose an arm or 2 legs or whatever. I mean,
right.
If you don't walk up and thank these people, then, shame on you, really.
I obviously can appreciate your humility, but it meant something to me. It moved me. I thought, wow, now that's cool. Pat Perez.
It feels good. It always feels good to do something like that.
Yeah. Pat Perez, thanks, man. Thanks for joining us.
You got it. No problem. See you guys.
See
Good
you.
luck at Bethpage, man.
Yeah, that was great. You knew, and then I just got a text from his dad. I forgot to tell you, Pat can talk a lot.
We also need a 5-second delay on that one quote there.
Well, you could fill in the blank. It was shoot. Darn.
Pat's real. He's nothing
He
but
is real, and
That's
I
for
knew,
sure.
you knew you were going to get a candid answer, and I love that he loved the ocean course. I mean, it was pretty cool setup, and as you fast forward and shoot, we're about 6 months away from Torrey Pines and the Farmers Insurance Open. So
Amazing. And he's a guy you can always count on being there.
and he's going to be there, and his dad's going to start for him. And so for me, when I start looking at the ticker on our website, and it's great for the fans, but it also begins to make your hands sweat as it's coming closer, and you better.
It doesn't make my hands sweat. It makes your hands sweat, and maybe Bag's hands sweat.
And Rick in there too with the media center. He's freaking out, just making sure that he's got enough parking. But a gentleman that I work with on a daily basis or in a weekly basis too is the Century Club of San Diego is the host organization.